These news conferences are really good news for the world, but I would say that this one is particularly important for us because 2025 in many ways felt like a tipping point and a particularly dangerous moment, I would say, for human rights organizations, for the human rights movement.
In this moment, when President Trump took away...
In the world, for the last 20 years, democracy has been receding steadily. And every time democracy recedes, it's bad for human rights. It's bad for the full range of human rights. So we've had like an adverse environment, I would say, for the last 20 years with, many countries becoming less free. China is less free today than 20 years ago. Russia is less free. India is less democratic. The US is less democratic. It's a global factor.
By and large, negative for human rights and democracy across the hemisphere.
In just 1 year, it's actually incredible to see how the Trump administration has really undermined all the pillars of US democracy, all the checks and balances on power. These days still, undermining the trust in elections, the sanctity of elections, going after the judiciary and judges, going after journalists, going after political opponents, going after universities, going after, big law firms, going after civil society foundations that are, quick to be labeled, domestic terrorists. And so we see a sort of very hostile environment in the US and a very rapid decline of the quality of democracy in this country.
About what's going on around the world, can folks offer a little bit more?
It's a new world that I think everybody is trying to cope with, and it's, I would say, a dangerous world for human rights. The UN Secretary General of the, Antonio Guterres sometimes describes a world on fire, and it feels very much like that. And in this world on fire, atrocity crimes are back, and that's a major factor for our work. The kind of atrocities that 20 years ago the world said we would no longer tolerate, that the international community would step in to stop, what we called at the time the responsibility to protect. All of that today is almost disappearing.
Have you observed any Israeli attempts to abstract and prevent the Palestinian right?
2025 was the tipping point, potentially a bad year for human rights and democracy, but we are actually hopeful that 2026 could be the year of resistance and could be the year where the world fights back.
Expertise up here around the world and on the panel. We also have experts in the audience, so we have